I have done close to 3 weeks and a little over 300 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Uh, the whole thing's about 2,100 miles long, which would be about a seventh of it. I've done all of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I would say the best part of being on the trail was probably the freeness of not being held down by technology or having to do something. You had all day to get where you needed to go. Some days that was 10 miles, some days that was 15. Uh, and usually by the end of it, by the end of the day, you were so exhausted that you pitched your tent, made dinner, and went straight to bed. Nobody really, there was no messing around or anything. It was just pure hanging out during the day while you hiked and going to sleep. And it was actually a lot of fun. I would say the two biggest pieces of advice that I could give a new backpacker would be one, don't trust everything you read. I mean, I read everywhere that when I was first getting into this that it was all about the rain gear. It was all about the pack. And I didn't pick the newest best pack, but I loved my backpack. And I still do to this day, 15 years later. Um, when it came to rain gear, everyone was saying, "Oh, it'll keep you dry, it'll keep you dry." But I found I was just as wet from sweat underneath it as I would be if I didn't wear it. So my dad and I decided we were going to forgo the rain gear, and we were much happier after that. The other advice I would give to is don't start out big. Don't start on the Appalachian Trail. Start in your local parks. Start on 3 mile hikes, not 10 miles a day. Build your way up. Make sure that you are ready before you get out there so that when you do get out there, you don't find yourself in a problem. I carried an internal frame backpack. It was about 5,000 cubic inches, I think, is the unit of measure for uh, backpacks. It was a pretty big one. You tend to carry about between a third and half of your body weight. At the time, mine weighed between, I want to say 60 and 80 pounds, depending on how much I was carrying. You tend to carry about a third to half your body weight. Uh, I was about 200 pounds, so I was a little light, but I was foregoing a few things that would have made life a little more comfortable, but I could live without for a week. My time on the trail taught me a lot. Um, I was young on my first trip. I was about 13, so I didn't really appreciate it as much as I should have. Uh, my other trips when I was 16 and when I was 19 really made a bigger impact. After that first trip, although I did read A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson, which is a great book, and I was ecstatic when it came turned into a movie with Robert Redford uh, a few years ago, and it is a really good book, and it helped me realize that my time on the trail taught me that I was very self sufficient, that uh, that I have the skills and knowledge base through scouting to really uh, handle myself if I need and when and if I need to, uh, and that sometimes you just need some time away from everything, away from the pulls of your family, the pulls of technology, just getting away. I mean, when you're on the Appalachian Trail, you feel like you're on a deserted island out in the middle of nowhere. But luckily, you're usually within, I conservatively say about 100 yards, but at most a quarter mile away from real civilization or from real help if you really needed it. So it's really, it really taught me a lot about myself.